This is a budget PC build from Amazon, but it's rated pretty low and there are a few suspicious things going on with this PC. So of course I decided to order it and see if it is really that bad. This gaming PC cost me $340 and it arrived pretty quick. Okay, so I've never had this happen. There's glass all over the place and I kind of just cut myself. I think the entire glass side panel inside of this PC like literally got destroyed in shipping. Oh my gosh. So I think it's safe to say that I see why a lot of people don't like this PC. Dude, even on the keyboard box, there's like glass. There's so many pieces. Look, I can just pick it up. It's straight up just like tempered glass from the side panel. Okay, just for that, this PC automatically gets a 1-star rating from me. Because like literally, what is this? No way the whole PC falls apart in shipping. That's insane. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. There's glass all over my room now. Dude, it's gonna be so hard to clean up. All right, whatever. We're just gonna flip this over and just see what happens. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. I've legit never had this happen. Like, this is the worst packaging I've ever seen in my life. And I don't even know if it's gonna work. So let me actually just plug in the power cord and try turning this thing on. Literally all I'm gonna hear is just a bunch of glass shards flying all over the place, even if it turns on. But in order to make videos just like this, I need to make sure I'm using the best cameras possible. And one of my favorite webcams to use is the Obsbot Tiny 2 Lite. I've used countless webcams to record my keyboard cams and face cams, but none of them are as high quality and as easy to use as the Obsbot Tiny 2 Lite. It is a 4K webcam and paired with its ultra large 1.5-inch sensor, it gives you the most crisp quality possible. Not only that, but it's absolutely packed with a ton of features such as voice control, 4 times faster focusing, magical gesture control 2.0, and my favorite, the auto tracking on this camera, plus the automatic zoom controls that you can use. And I just absolutely love this feature because no matter where I move, it's always gonna make sure I'm centered and in the camera, and even if I move really quick, it's still able to track me. So this camera is insane with the auto tracking. For me though, what I think really sets this camera apart and makes it my favorite webcam I've ever used is just the quality of it. Like, you can just see on the camera, it honestly looks like a camera. It doesn't even look like a webcam. The quality of this webcam is so good. I turned off my ring light and the light on my setup. The only light coming is from my window, and you can see the quality is still really good. So in low light, it also is perfect. You can even download the Obsbot Center software to really take this camera to the next level. So now we're in the Obsbot Center and you can see there actually are a couple of different gesture controls you can do. Like I mentioned, you can do the L to kind of zoom in, and you can also use it to zoom out. This webcam uses AI, which you can see over here for all of its tracking, but you can actually go in the image tab over here and change the way that the image actually looks. So I have auto exposure on, but if I turn that off and I want to kind of mess around with it and make the ISO a lot brighter, I can do that if I wanted to. Or if you didn't really want to mess with the settings, you can actually go over here and click beauty mode, and from here it will actually kind of turn it on, and you can see it makes a little bit of a blur in the back here. And I can go into filters, and I have a ton of different filters I can actually play with and change for whatever I kind of want. The Obsbot Tiny 2 Lite is really one of the highest quality webcams with a ton of features, so there really isn't a reason you shouldn't at least check it out. So if you're interested in checking it out, make sure to click the first link in my description and pin comment. And Amazon Prime Day is going on right now with discounts up to 20%, so make sure you click the link to buy it. And of course, thank you so much to Obsbot for sponsoring this video. Yeah, I can literally hear it. So the power supply isn't, like the fan isn't even going off. So the 2 fans over here on the front are working fine. There's one over here and one over here. Those all actually seem to be working fine. They're all spinning, the RGB lights on, even the CPU cooler, like the little fan on it, is working. So far that's looking pretty good. Now I know most of you guys are just mainly interested in the specs, and for $340, the specs aren't terrible or they're not really good either. They're kind of in the middle. In the PC listing, it says it has a Core i5, but they don't say what gen it is, which always isn't a good sign. It does have 2 sticks of RAM, and each of them are 8 gigs, which is pretty good because that means you have 16 gigabytes of of RAM, and then most importantly, for the actual GPU, it's using an RX 550, which is weird because in the PC images, it literally shows a GTX, which it looks like a 1060 or something. But if it works, I'm still gonna test it out and see how good it is to game. It did also come with a extra keyboard and mouse. This mouse over here is honestly really, really cheap. It is really, really bad. The clicks just kind of feel, definitely I would not recommend using this. Like I can literally just peel this back, and if I wanted to, I can just take this whole entire shell apart too. They did also give me one of the weirdest and honestly ugliest looking mouse pads. At least it was free, but I don't even know what this is. It's literally just a bunch of like keyboard commands. Like who's using this? It just looks so bad. And now for the keyboard, bro, there's still glass inside of the keyboard box too. It's literally all over here. Bro, I was gonna say it looks pretty decent, and even the key, even the space bar is broken. The spring just, yo, this thing is terrible. Look, literally the space bar has a crack in it. This is genuinely the worst PC I've ever had in my entire life. Literally, basically everything in here is broken. So the PC just keeps on turning off no matter what I do. Like I'll power it on, the PC is working. The only thing that's not working is this fan because there's like glass, but if I like spin it, then yep, then now it's working. So all I have to do is kind of wait for this thing to spin and load up, but everything seems to be working right now, apart from the PC looking terrible. But anyways, so now it's saying welcome, and then before I get in, or as soon as I get in, the PC just crashes. Like, this is the biggest piece of junk I've ever had in my entire life.
24 hours later.
So it's now been a day, and I actually have this PC that I had laying around, and I'm actually gonna put the parts from this broken, destroyed PC with glass all over the place into this PC. Okay, so I moved that out of the way now, and let me see if this CPU even fits. Honestly, this is looking like it is not gonna fit because the sizing of it looks so different. Look how giant this thing is compared to the other one. Yeah, that is not fitting. Look at the size difference. Okay, yeah, let's just put that back together. Now for the easy part, all we have to do is slide the GPU in. We heard it click just like so, and then we just have to screw it in. And the last part we have to do is actually put in this 16 gigabytes of RAM. So let's just make sure they line up. Oh wait, actually this RAM might actually not even fit. I think the sizing of it is wrong. Yeah, dude, it literally won't go in. I'm just gonna get 16 gigabytes of DDR3. I don't know why this is like weird and tiny. Okay, so just to check, I actually have one 16 gigabyte stick and it's DDR4. I think this PC might actually be DDR4 RAM and not, yeah. And just like that, we have the RAM in. So the thing is, we're still using 16 gigabytes, but this time it's DDR4, so it's faster. But at the same time, it's also only one stick of RAM instead of two, and you always wanna have two 8 gigs instead of one 16. It's like as close as I could possibly make it. But now let's actually plug it in and make sure it turns on. Okay, so I'm actually so annoyed to do this because I've wasted like 3 hours on this, but I'm just gonna return this PC and get another one, and hopefully it's not damaged. The amount of times I've already switched around PC parts, I've even put different graphics cards, just cut whenever I have the other PC. I'm so done with this. All right, so good news. I actually did figure out something I can do. I realized I had a laptop with basically the exact same specs that I could use, and we're just gonna see how good the performance of the PC should have been. So it does have a 4 gigabyte graphics card, which is actually the same amount of gigs in the RX 550 from the original PC. It also has a Core i5, but it's a 10th gen, which is a lot better. However, we only have 8 gigabytes of RAM, so it kind of is like offsetting it because the PC had 16 gigs. This one only has 8 gigs, and the PC had a 4th gen, but this one has a 10th gen Core i5. So they're kind of offsetting. This is literally the best thing I could do because I literally have no other option. I've legit spent 3 hours of my day trying to get this figured out. So this is the best solution I can do, and we're just gonna see how good it performs. We are in performance mode with 1080p, and just to show you guys my actual settings, you can see we actually are gonna make this unlimited FPS over here, and everything else is actually gonna be turned down to the lowest it possibly can go. All right, so I'm getting serious about this. We put this on 720p, and we're actually gonna try out a normal Fortnite Battle Royale game. Already on 720p, I think the FPS is definitely a little bit better. It's just like more consistently higher, but it's still like frame drops, but it's frame dropping like 70, so it's actually frame dropping even less. Bro, you're not slick, gang. 100? Dead. Literally sit down, bro. Oh, this kid right here. How good does this kid look? Is this kid really camping? Oh yeah, this kid's not good. Bro, how many shots? 50? Okay, we're just gonna SMG spam this kid. 1 HP? Dead. There we go. Oh, this kid right here. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Is this kid the sweat, bro? I actually don't know. Okay, we're running. Please. This kid's gonna just keep chasing me now. This kid's literally just gonna chase me, bro. You're so weird, bro. Bro, I'm literally running into zone. I'm so done with this. I'm literally running into zone. I don't know if he's still chasing me. I literally don't want to find out though. Also, the FPS genuinely got so much better as soon as I put it on like 720p. It is way, way more consistent. It still lags a lot, but it's way better. Oh wait, this kid right here. This kid right here. 100? Dude, he's literally 1 HP. This kid's 1 HP. This kid's 1 HP. Oh my gosh, he's 1 HP. Wait, where did this kid go? Oh my, he took the rift, bro. I had no idea that was him. Oh my, I'm never finding that kid again. Okay, wait, there's a kid right here. I think this is an NPC though. Oh no, that might be a real player, low key. 90? 100? Dead. There we go. Oh my gosh, from where? From where? From where? From where? Literally from where? Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. What is going on? Oh, bro, chill out, bro. Bro, this kid is psycho. This kid's insane. This kid's insane. This kid's insane, bro. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Bro, oh my gosh. He's literally just like getting inside of my box. I don't even know where that kid was camping. I literally just got murdered, bro. Oh my gosh. I just got cooked. I literally just got cooked, bro. This was genuinely one of the hardest videos I've ever had to record. It took me so much longer than it should have just because of that one PC that sucks so bad. So yeah, just do not buy the PC from this video. I have it linked below if anyone wants to risk buying it, but I would not recommend it. And especially the performance you get for $350 is not that good. I really would appreciate a like and sub for all the effort and like literally the amount of time I spent on this video. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you also like. It's greatly appreciated. More importantly though, remember Jesus loves you, and that's about it. God bless.